Shalom Aleichem, everybody. I hope all is well. So I heard a very interesting story on the Lubavitcher Rebbe, an inspiring, simple, but very deep story that I'd like to share with you. There was I read this, by the way, on Chabad.org. And so there was a man who in the early years of the Rebbe's leadership, it was actually in 1955, this man was a student of the Rebbe's father-in-law, the previous Rebbe, the Frierdiker Rebbe, and he happened to remain in contact and with a relationship with now the Rebbe when the Rebbe became Rebbe, and it was his close friend's son's bar mitzvah in the near future, and his son was a very big baseball fan, and so they decided to go see the Rebbe for in preparation for the bar mitzvah. What better way? And basically, when they arrived in the Rebbe's office, they started talking and they started having a conversation. And the Rebbe gave the young boy a blessing that he should grow up to be a nice source of pride to the family and to the Jewish people at large. And then the Rebbe looks at the young boy and he says, "Are you a baseball fan?" And the young boy says, "Yes." He goes, "Which team are you a fan of, the Yankees or the Dodgers?" And the boy says, "I'm a fan of the Dodgers." And he says, "What about your father? Does he also like the Dodgers?" And the young boy says, "No." And then the Rebbe asks him, has your father taken you to any games? He said, "Well, every once in a while my father took us to a game, and we actually went to a game about a month ago." The Rebbe says, "How was the game?" He said, the young boy replies and says, "It was disappointing, to be honest. By the sixth inning, the Dodgers were losing 9-2, and we decided to pack up our stuff and leave." The Rebbe looks at him and says, "How about the players? Did the players leave as well?" The young boy says, "Rabbi, the players can't leave in the middle of the game." The Rebbe says, "Why not?" And the young boy says, "There are players and fans. The fans can leave whenever they want, but the players, they continue to play even when the fans leave, even if the fans leave." And the Rebbe smiles and says, That's what I would like to teach you today. You could either be a fan or a player. A fan could leave the game. This is where the article ends, but basically the Rebbe was saying a fan could leave the game whenever he wants. His favorite team's down 9-2. He can get up and go. Can the players get up and go? No, that's who they are. They can't leave. If they leave, they lose everything. If a player's to get up and leave, he could kiss his career goodbye if he gets up and leaves in the middle of the game. So that's the way we have to be in our fulfillment of God's will. Are we a fan where we could just pick up and go and choose when to come and go? Or is this who we are? Are we a player? Are we one with our goal? And such an inspiring story, such a simple but inspiring story. But what impressed me so much is the Rebbe asked him about baseball. He knew he was a baseball fan, and he knew that they left the game early. The way he asked these questions was so inspiring. And the way he came up with this plot to this lesson, as if that's like a lesson that would take a lot of time, to an analogy to think of. And the Rebbe, you see the power of the tzaddik, that his strong connection to Hashem was able to bring him to such a young boy at his own level, that obviously this had an everlasting impact on the young boy, and as so much so that this became such a famous story. And another thing I would like to add is that interesting aspect of this is you're down 9-2. In reality, that's like an analogy for in life. When all seems like all is against you, and you're far from where you want to be, and you feel like there's no way to success, no way to victory. The tzaddik, the Rebbe tells us, are you a fan or are you a player? A player is going to play, and as you know, no matter what, we can turn things around because we're the sons of Hashem. We're the and sons and daughters of Hashem. We are the people created by the Creator. And when we have the Creator on our side, there's no way we will ever fail. And there's an important concept I learned recently about emunah and bitachon, trusting in Hashem. When you trust in Hashem completely, you attach yourself to the infinite one. And when there's that much light brought into your life, the darkness flees. And with that being said, we should all be blessed. Thank you guys so much for watching. B'zchut the Rebbe and b'zchut all the tzaddikim. B'ezrat Hashem, we'll get to reach this ultimate purpose of victory, and that's in the coming of Mashiach. Thank you guys so much. God bless.